Hey troops, GeneralJSmith here, back with another LEGO Star Wars 2015 set review. And today I am doing the second set, which is the Shadow Troopers, set number 75079, ages 6 to 12, comes in 95 pieces, just the least of all these battle packs, and retails for £12 or $13 for the standard price of a battle pack. So, yeah, straight away, I said this in my last review, this is not the best of the battle packs. It's not necessarily a bad one, but of course it suffers from the main problem that a lot of battle packs do, and that is the fact that you don't really want to get a ton of these. Really, there's no real need. I mean, I guess an army of those guys could be kind of cool. I mean, they're unique, obviously, and all that. But really, there's nothing too special here. And this one I don't think is going to sell incredibly well. Because you may want to get a few, and that's the absolute maximum. Even if you can afford more, you're just not going to buy them. There's no need. Now, these, don't be surprised or, worried if you don't know what these are, like these troopers. They haven't been in the Clone Wars, Star Wars Rebels, or any of the films. They are from the expanded universe. I'm not sure it's confirmed, but some people have thought that especially this guy was from the Force Unleashed video game, I think the first one, where in one of the levels, you fight one of these guys with the lightsaber staff thing. Yeah, that's not confirmed whether it's from that game, but it does look like the same sort of trooper, so maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't think LEGO has made these figures up. I don't think they've invented the vehicle. Well, no, they may have invented the vehicle, but, generally, they try to get things to places, so it's not like LEGO completely made it up. But even so, I don't really know why they made this. I guess this is just another example of that LEGO is just trying to make as many sets as they can, which they didn't get around to. We have had one set from the Force Unleashed, which was the main vehicle, and then we didn't get any more because it was, kind of a minor part. I'm sorry. But now in Star Wars Rebels, Episode 7, so much stuff coming, they're just trying to get as many sets as they didn't get around to make, I guess. So, yeah. But, I mean, that's not to say it's a bad set in and of itself. It's a bad battle pack, but it's not necessarily a bad set per se. I would recommend getting one, maybe. It is worth the money, but it's definitely not the top of my list. But anyway, so to review this set, then we need to, of course, build this set. It shouldn't take you very long. It's a pretty small set, but let's start building right now. Alright, so moving on to the set itself, the build was pretty quick, as you'd expect, about 10 minutes for most battle packs. Yeah, really, it was a pretty standard build, there's not really much to see here. Basically, what you see on the box is what you get, there's nothing too special, but we'll go into it right now. You do get two different minifigures, unlike most battle packs, whereas you get one of the same, and this one you do get two different, and that is kind of a problem with it. Because, of course, that isn't really what you want. But they are cool, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm bashing this set a little too much. This isn't a bad set, per se. The figures themselves are really cool. But it's just not... When battle packs, come to it, it's just not... Yeah. But anyway, let's just get into the figures right now. Alright, so on to the first figure, which is the Stormtrooper, Shadow Stormtrooper, as they say. Just want to point out that this Stormtrooper, the printing-wise, is actually exactly the same as the originals one, rather than the Star Wars Rebels version, which obviously is understandable. I'm sorry it's not showing it very well in the camera, but of course it is very dark, all the printing and stuff like that. I'll just say, first of all, he does get a standard, one of these blaster things we've seen before. Nothing to say there. We've got them in, a number of different things. You do get, like, 10 or so extra of these red studs, because you do lose them pretty easily. Yeah. And there is somewhere to put them on set, but we'll go in a minute. Alright, so the figure itself, the printing is exactly the same as the, like, Stormtrooper we've got, you know, in, like, the Star Destroyer from 2014. So it's very nice. On the helmet, the printing is actually, or rather the colour, is actually different. Like, from the rest of the helmet, it's just not one solid colour. Like, the majority of the figure is more, you know, gunmetal grey type thing. Whereas this is kind of a lighter chrome-ish grey, kind of dull chrome, sort of, yeah. That's pretty nice, pretty cool. You know, as I said, the printing on this figure isn't bad or anything. This figure is really cool. You know, I'd like to see a number of these. I mean, perhaps, like, you know, have more than just a standard trooper. Maybe like an ARC trooper version of a Stormtrooper or something like that. You know, like a really cool Stormtrooper. Like a Shadow Proper one, but even so, you know, it's still really cool. Showing, obviously, the printing is exactly the same, except in this colour. It's mostly, as I said, gunmetal grey. And then you got a few splashes of lighter grey in there in places. You do get 2 in the set, and then 2 sort of Shadow Royal Guards or something. I don't know what they're called. He does come with the face printing. The clone head, of course, isn't accurate, but you know, I'm not going to fault Lego for that because I don't. You know, I just see it as a trooper's head rather than a clone head. I guess I would have rather a separate thing just for the clones because they are clones. But you know, I'm not too fussed about that. It's not a major concern for me. But yeah, really, that's the figure. It is a really cool figure. You know, again, you know, I feel I'm bashing this set a bit too much. This is not a bad set as such. It's a bad battle pack, but not a bad set. The figures are really cool. They're really exclusive. Really, I love these figures in a larger Imperial set of some kind. Like perhaps if they gave us like another Star Destroyer, but you know, gave us in a different, larger set. They gave us, you know, these figures. That would be very nice. But yeah, really, let's now just go on to the Shadow Royal Guards, or whatever you call them. Alright, so here we are with the Shadow Royal Guard, whatever you call him. Funny enough, this Royal Guard, we got the exact same sort of type thing last year in the like Death Star Trooper battle pack. Of course, in that one, he was red, you see here. So, I guess they're bringing him back. That's pretty cool. Although Royal Guards really have become more and more common. You know, they used to be quite rare. You really only used to get them in the really large sets. Now they're pretty common, to be honest with you. He comes with this Shadow Staff thing. Oh, no, sorry, not Shadow Staff, like Lightsaber Staff. Whatever it is. And this does resemble the Force Unleashed, you know, very much in the way it's done. But it's a very simple thing. By the way, this piece in the back isn't just another one of those blades. I know it does look like it. And it is, well, I guess the same sort of piece, but it's shorter. And we have seen that piece a few times before. And actually, you do get a spare piece. This is a spare that you also get. And you notice, see, that's the end. It is slightly shorter. So, you know, that's just a little thing there. So this isn't just another normal blade, you know. But that's his lightsaber type thing. I think it's a lightsaber, it might be some sort of staff I'm not aware of, I don't know. But the Shadow Trooper, or the, whatever it's called, is pretty cool, yeah. But at the end of the day, you know, really, I don't know who this appeals to as a set, because AFOLs, you know, the adults aren't really going to know where this is from. Younger children aren't really know where this is from. Perhaps teenagers would, maybe they'd play the Force Unleashed, but really, you know, I don't think it really appeals to them that much, so, I don't know, really, but it's still a cool figure. Underneath is a red head, which of course shows through the open visor. Oh, I remember those days of having open visors. Do you remember on Clone Troopers when they had open visors? Yeah. The printing, I'm not sure if that's completely new. I mean, I remember the printing on this one was pretty nice. Although, as you see, it is pretty basic. I mean, perhaps they've outlined the same thing in white, although it does look slightly more detailed. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the white shows up better against the black. But, yeah. So you can see it like so. And of course, he gets completely black visor thing. He does not. No, he does not get any back printing. He does not get any leg printing or arm printing or anything like that. You do get 2 of them in this set. But yeah, there's nothing really to say about this guy. He's cool. You know, nothing to scream about, but he's a cool guy. Again, I rather they added him in perhaps a different... If they really want to make a set from the Force Unleashed, then they could have made a larger one, to be honest with you. I don't really know why they had to make a battle pack out of it. There's so many other battle packs, like a droid battle pack, they could have made. Although we do have that droid troop carrier thing, so... But even so, yeah, that's basically it to this figure. He's pretty cool. But let's just move on to the actual set itself then. Alright, so then moving on to the set. It's pretty cool, I guess. You know, I mean, to be honest with you, I do rather like the troop carrier for the Stormtroopers just as a set because, well, it's accurate. And this one, I don't think is accurate. I think Lego probably made this up. And even if they didn't, really, does anyone really care that much about this? You know, I don't know what it is. I don't really care for what it is. It's not really something I could ever use. It's really, it's just one of those extra things that probably just can end up collecting dust, you know. I showed you at the beginning that they do, these guys do come with weapons, you know, the standard weapons. They go in here, in these clips, as obviously the same on both sides. You can put them either backwards or forwards, whichever you want to do. It really don't make any difference. These flaps on the side are posable. Go like that. I believe they're meant to be at this angle. So, yeah. Got some flick fire missiles under here. Flick fires are still back. Yeah, so there you go. I think none of flick fires work. Yeah, I really got these flaps. These flaps, I guess, are posable, but they're not really meant to. They're just sort of there for the sake of being there. But yeah, I mean, of course, you can put the minifigures in here. In these, like, the spaces for them. They don't hold anything. They just sort of sit there. So, I guess it's meant to be these two guys who drive it, apparently, according to the box at least. And then it's the Shadow Royal Guards who fight or something. I don't know what they're doing, but whatever. There you go. And of course, if you wanted, you could have him facing the other way, and then perhaps you could pretend like, I don't know, these are the back guns, and they're shooting something, or whatever, but, yeah, really, I guess it's slightly large, like, it's got a mass to it, not like one of those little mini poly bags, it is larger than that. Like, comparing it to the actual, this battle pack, you know, you can see it's got some size to it. You know, it's not a really small thing, but it's hardly the largest thing I've ever seen in my life. So, yeah, but it's pretty standard. There's really nothing too special here. You got a few like transparent red, dark red, grated plate things. You know, I don't know the names, but you know, like these things. I mean, and I guess they can be used. You know, some pieces in here you can use them, which is pretty cool. And really, I think that's what I'd recommend. If you want to, for whatever reason, get multiples of these for the figures, maybe you love the figures, who knows, then I'd recommend using the sets and breaking them down for pieces, or, because the thing is, I don't think they go for that much on eBay, so I don't think there's much point selling the sets separately, so I just break these down for pieces, really. But, yeah, really. That is basically the set. I mean, of course, the battle packs, there's not really much you can expect, but even so, it's a pretty cool thing. You know, it's all good. Yeah, really, I think that's just now on the instructions of the box, and they conclude this review. Alright, so the instructions is pretty standard size instructions, nothing special here. Just you got win on the back. This is the only instruction manual, apparently, for the battle packs at least, to have any promotions, which is weird, but whatever. Got a little thing there. As seen on Star Wars Rebels, Disney, of course, you know. And these are all the different Rebel sets. Of course, I think there are 20 sets in this line, including the microfighters. So 5 of them are Star Wars Rebels, and the others are from different places. There's actually, if you really count them, there's a fair amount from Episode 1, which is weird. And this is every set, I think, apart from the microfighters, that come with this wave. Pretty cool. I am going to review all of these, apart from the AAT, because it sucks. No, I'm not joking, it just sucks. And I've got every minifigure here, all the different ones. They look really, really cool. I can't wait to open all of these. You know, they look really awesome. But yeah, really, you got inventory, 26-page build. It's a standard instruction manual. There's nothing to see here. Let's just now go on to the box. Alright, so onto the box then. As you see down here on the side, we have Disney. I guess this will be that'll be there for every set to ever come from now on. Like, because of course Disney now owns Lucasfilm, and Lego needs the rights to Star Wars, which obviously come from Disney, so I guess this is now a permanent thing. I'm not gonna say I hate it, I don't care, but like it's even so. Funny enough, you got the Star Wars Rebels kind of thing up here, which is kind of strange, but this is the same box of all of it, so it's, you know, all that. Yeah, this kind of looks like Mustafar in the background, but it's probably some planet from the Old Republic, or you know, something like that. Yeah, up here just got standard stuff. Got some cool art here. Pretty cool. They're flying along. Yeah. Yeah, really, that's just basically it. There's of course nothing special to this box. Came with one bag, not numbered because it's a battle pack. But that is basically it then to this set, and that's now just go and conclude this review. Alright, so thank you for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give it a like down below, because it really does help and it shows me, you know, which reviews you like, which ones you don't, and all this different stuff. Please leave a comment down below asking any questions or whatever. I'm doing a Q&A right now. I'm trying to collect questions. So please leave any questions down below. I will answer my Q&A, hopefully, assuming I don't get too many. But this is basically my review of the Shadow Troopers 75079. Yeah, a good set. You know, I think I bashed the set a little much. It's not a bad set, in no means. I would say it's a bad battle pack, but not a bad set. These figures, I think, do have a place somewhere, and they would be really cool. Like, I would buy them from a third-party seller, you know, but perhaps I don't really know why Lego made this. I don't think it's going to do too well financially. If they really want to make a set from The Force Unleashed for some reason, then I think they could have made some other set which was, you know, perhaps larger or something. Maybe not massive, but it's somewhere larger to try and, you know, just make it better, really. But I think there was other battle packs they could have made, which probably, you know, would have improved on this one. But that is basically my review. I've said, you know, please like, comment, subscribe to this channel and my alternative channel. You know, I'm doing all the LEGO Star 2015 reviews on here, apart from the Mike Fighters and the AT, as I said. So please subscribe for all that. So many videos will be coming soon. I mean, this is of course just the second review I've done. So I have like a whole nother dozen to do. Not to mention a ton of videos after that, and just so much is coming. But that is basically it. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my another review. The next review will be on the T16 Skyhopper. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next review. Stay awesome. Bye, troops.